Hey guys, well, 2 games in, 2 games lost. As you can see, a 2-0 loss to Villa now puts Newcastle in 19th place in the Premier League. Yay. So, interested to see what the guests say. So let's bring them straight in. We got Chippers, we got Stephen, we got Annie, and we got Daniel. How you doing, guys?
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
guys.
Fed up.
19th in the league. How does that sound?
The highest we'll get all season.
We were there last season, weren't we?
Yeah.
Shocking. Just the whole everything was completely embarrassing again today, and for him to come out and say blaming the penalty decisions ridiculous. I mean, it's not as if the matches are 90 minutes and there's we had one shot on target apart from that incident. Tell me how that turned the game or anything like that when we were already 2-0 down when it happened. What about the last 75 minutes before that happened?
You only had one shot on target.
One shot on target.
Yes,
exactly.
Annie, it's not funny. Come on, it's embarrassing. It really is. When you've got a £20 million striker, when you've got somebody supporting them 15 million, you've also spent 25 million on Joe Willock a couple of days ago. You've also got players like Almiron, who's £20 million, and they're offering nothing because of the formation. It doesn't play to their strengths. You've got a manager coming out blaming one incident over a 90-minute match. That's changing the game when the game's already over when it's happened.
Yeah.
Tell me how that's right. Tell me how we've had 75 minutes before that. Wilson's missed one sitter before that in the 5th minute. Apart from that, what did we offer? We didn't lay a glove on them. With too much respect to them. Again.
It isn't acceptable. Agreed.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely.
Shocking. It's absolutely shocking. I mean, I think we'll get on to the VAR decision with a penalty that was chalked off. I think you look at it along the line and Callum Wilson's on the side. There's no doubt about it. He's on the side. VAR was brought in to stop stuff like this. Don't you talking on that. It's going to interfere. Leave it. Sorry.
The way I see it, VAR this season, it's got worse in the Premier League. It's supposed to be in for the better, but the decisions are wrong.
Exactly. They made the changes throughout the Euros. They're supposed to bring it in for the Premier League, and now Callum Wilson's got a toe offside. Offside now.
That offside was not clear and obvious, was it? Really?
It wasn't.
I honestly thought though that they would bring it in to favour the forwards. I thought you meant to favour the forwards with it, and they didn't. It's not favouring the forwards. It's favouring the defence.
Absolutely
makes no sense.
But if he is offside, then he's offside. There's nothing.
Yeah, I think
there are no two ways about that. If he's offside by a toenail, he's offside by a toenail. He's still offside. If he's offside by 5 yards, he's offside by 5 yards.
The difference is, Annie, though, he's offside by a toenail, yeah. But the thing is, with these things, they're saying they're going to give the benefit of the doubt to the striker, and they're not doing that. They're giving it to the defenders, which is...
They've got to find a better way to do it. Out of fine.
Yeah. It's got to be a clearer criteria as to what is offside, what isn't offside. When you're a VAR official, if it's this scenario, then you give it. But if it's not clear and obvious, which it wasn't today, then you don't call it. Bit like LBW in cricket, Annie. Yeah. I'm just today's.
But in cricket, there's a margin of error with the umpires call. So that they do leave that margin of error with that for cricket. So it is a bit different to football.
Yeah, but
you know what annoys me? Sorry. You know what annoys me as well? He gave Gale a new contract, and in 2 games he hasn't played him. Brought him on nothing. What's the point?
Exactly. Yeah. I think he was
Just
hoping to go down because Gal loves the championship, so he'll obviously play him in the championship.
He's brought Joe Linton on twice, and I've looked at the ratings that he's had, and Sky Sports says not applicable because he's done nothing in 2 games.
Yeah.
So tell me why.
I think Joe Pasquale will have done a better job than Joe Linton if you brought him on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, for a Brazilian, he's probably the worst Brazilian. He's got nothing Brazilian about him. Probably the only thing Brazilian he's got will be the coffee in his house or something, you know.
I've seen worse Brazilians on bloody porno.
Oh well.
Well, I don't know. I've seen better ones, to be fair.
They do a lot more scoring than Joe Linton. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I know where the onion bag is. I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, this is my take on it. He's had long enough, Steve Bruce. It is time. Time was called in. Yeah, last chance. He's had his last drink in Last Chance Saloon. Time. See ya. Bye. Now's the time to do it. If he waits,
but when you say Bruce out, yeah, we all want him out, but he's just not going to go, man.
True.
This contract he has is just like going to be rolling every season. I mean, we're never going to get rid of him. He's just always going to be stood there spouting the same, what, every single week.
Yeah.
He's just going to keep repeating every single season because he's not going to get nobody else in. Yes, we all want him out. 1,000,000%. Yes, I'm on that bandwagon. I want him out. I've never been Bruce in since he's been here. But he's just not going to go. Even on that radio show he was on Thursday night there.
Yeah.
Nobody was really testing him on questions, asking him, does he like Love Island? What's his daily routine? Who the hell wants to know that?
So stupid question. Brand? What annoyed me most though out of that whole entire call-in was, I think it was Steve Howie that said right at the end, if the fans, if they wanted to ask the tough questions, and they should have picked up the phone and done it themselves, it's their fault if they didn't do it. I was like, all right, fair enough. Was the questions actually screened or not? Was they asked? What questions are you asking before we put you live? Because if it's something too difficult, we're not gonna show it.
Oh yeah,
I tried to ring in on Thursday, and I was asked, "What's your question going to be?"
Yeah,
and I didn't get a call back to ask Steve that question. I was going to ask him why didn't he leave after the Brentford game, after the Cup game. Why didn't he leave after that? And 2 wins in 22 games. I was going to ask him all this, but I didn't get a call back to go on to ask him that.
That's a valid question, in my opinion.
And there's the proof right there. Difficult question.
Yeah,
we're going to blank that.
Stephen, you put him on the spot with that. You would have put him on the spot, but we can't have that with him. Can we put him on the spot? That's it.
Considering he keeps saying he's one of us, he's a fan, and all this crap, and I'll do the best for the club. I'll put the club first before my best interest. When he's done the opposite way around. He's putting his best interest before the club.
Underneath his shirt, he's got a Man United shirt on. He hasn't got a Newcastle shirt on.
With Sharp on it, with Sharp electronics on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He's got a Sharp view cam or something as well.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever it was back in them days. Or it's. I mean, when it comes to what's it called, if we do get a new boss in, that boss has to get what our club's about. I think that's one important thing. Be it owners, managers, they've got to understand us, us from the Northeast, what the club means to us, what the club means to the city. And until we get somebody like that, because all's well Bruce saying, no, he's not. He doesn't get it. He's played at Man United most of his life and manager there. He doesn't get it. What is Sir Bobby Robson got it. Kevin Keegan got it. Fair enough. No matter what you think about them as managers, even Glenn Roeder got it. And he's not even born up here. Yeah. Until that happens, then we're,
And even if he does go, I mean, the next manager's got to deal with the same strength side as last season.
Yeah,
he's not going to have no time to bring anyone in. And then January, are we going to bring someone in? Maybe one loan, like always.
Yeah. I totally agree, Jace. It is worrying because our owner has definitely washed his hands of the club. We all can agree on that. It's a bit like he's got his house up for sale. He ain't putting in no new kitchen or extension. He wants rid.
But the one thing I will say is a fresh manager might just give these players fresh ideas, and we might actually play better football, and he might actually play players in the right position.
Yeah, manager with tactical nous, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Who's got yeah.
I mean, what he was called out for playing players out of position in his interview, and he clearly admitted that Ritchie and Murphy are not wing backs; they're forward-thinking players. Joelinton is not a striker; he's more of a winger.
Yeah.
Where have they played today? Back at wing back, striker again. He doesn't even listen to himself.
He doesn't even know how old Joelinton is, man. Said he was 24, but he's 25.
Yeah, he's 25.
He doesn't listen to himself. He doesn't do tactics. He's just... what is he?
Yeah, exactly.
What does he do?
Yeah.
Just, like, literally, what positives can we say? Like, where's the positivity going to come from? Because I think we'll get knocked out of the cup, and I think Southampton will beat us next week.
Yeah.
And then you're going into games like Man United and Leeds, who are going, who last season tanked us twice. So, and we've already conceded 6 goals in 2 games. So, where's the positivity there?
Goodness knows how many will concede against Man U.
I mean, I thought yesterday when they said Shelby's out, I thought, oh, get in. You know, there's another rumor shite that's not playing tomorrow. We might actually have a bit more fight in midfield. There's just nothing today. I mean, Willock's going to take 4 or 5 games because he's hardly played in pre-season. Yeah. So you've got to give him a run of games.
On the bench, but
I think that's neglect on Arsenal's side. That I mean, I don't think they had any intention of playing Willock or even starting Willock in any Arsenal games, obviously.
Yeah.
But still, if he has an intention to sell him or loan him out or whatever, at least he should be playing pre-season games to get his fitness up to scratch. Not playing 30 minutes there, 20 minutes there. He's not going to do them. He could do it playing about 70 minutes a match to get his fitness up to scratch. And I'm not going to have a go at Willock because it's his first game back and he's not fit yet. Well, that's neglect on Arsenal's side, the way they didn't play Willock. It's just leaving the buying team at a disadvantage when he's not playing, when he should be brimming with confidence and ready to go.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say there is that we should have had the deal done long before we did, so we've got we're partial to blame for that as well. So
yeah.
That should have been done and dusted within the first few days of the transfer window.
Yeah.
Yep.
We panic we seem to panic like, shoppers in a lockdown. We seem to panic last minute. No preparation. All I can think of at this moment in time, 2 games gone. Fail to prepare to fail. That's what's going through my head, the way things are going, but off the pitch and on the pitch. No preparation.
I can just see us on the last day signing players like flipping up the card, Bentaleb and the Danny Rose 2.0.
We'll probably see Andy Carroll come back in again.
Yeah.
It's got nailed on.
He just hasn't got a clue.
Because we'll be in the bottom 3 then, and Ashley will be panicking, thinking, "Oh, we're in the bottom 3. I need to do something about it." And unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. It's unless Mike Ashley gets his head out of the sand and realizes the mess that Steve Bruce has got this team in. Nothing's going to change. Mike Ashley needs to have the balls to come out and get rid of him and get whether he like it or not. Mike Ashley's the owner of this club, right?
Yeah,
the take was either not going to happen or it's going to happen next year. So he needs to get his head out the sand and realize that he needs to stop thinking about it, like what we're trying to do. But he keeps thinking he's so dead set of it happening that I can't say it isn't because we don't know. We're in limbo, and he needs to at least get his head out the sand and say, you know what, fine. I might not like you don't like me, but I'll run the club at least till this tribunal gets sorted, till all this gets sorted, and then we'll go from reassess it again then. But we're here nothing. We don't know where he is.
Yeah, at least protect his investment. You should be protecting his investment, isn't it? You know?
Where is he? It's like, where is he? Is he in the UK? Is he in America? Is he in the Middle East? We don't know where he is.
No one knows.
Does he see
where
us
he
nothing?
is.
He sees nothing.
Where's Charnley even? How did Charnley do the deal if he's not even there?
What, the bloke that's on £300 an hour? £300 an hour, and he's only got us one player this window. £300 an hour. So what else is he doing?
He's off with Danger Mouse somewhere.
Yeah.
Or
he is one expensive T-boy at £300 an hour. Man, I think one of us should put our application in T-boy, £300 an hour, man. Sorted.
Well, I'm sorry, but if Ashley can afford somebody for that, he's got the money to give the signed better players than what we are signing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Exactly.
But he just doesn't want to. He's washed his hands with the club again, and
yeah.
As I said, that this season I wanted over with. I didn't want this season to happen. I couldn't be bothered with it. And already 2 games in, I've got no interest. It's like we're going down. I think 19th is where we will finish this season. I think the bottom 3, as it stands, will be the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Well, I just pipped to 18th, but after these 2 matches, I haven't got no confidence. We've on paper, if you look at the previous results, West Ham, we should have won that easily. Today, we should have won that easily. Both been turned over.
Yeah.
Without, let's be honest, Villa didn't have to break sweat to beat with today.
No,
they didn't really have to.
Yeah,
they didn't have to.
Great. Yeah, Villa weren't great. But we were no better. That was the thing. They weren't great, but we were no better.
We were worse.
Yeah, we were worse. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I just don't see what Steve Bruce says. I don't see. I'm sorry. I've been to work 8 hours, grafting me backside off. Right. I was in till 10 last night at work. Back 10 o'clock this morning, doing it all over again.
Yeah.
And I see the highlights, and I think there's players who aren't. There's no effort. Where is it for the wages they're on?
Yeah.
And this 5 at the back, it clearly doesn't work. We all know it doesn't work. Why does he continue to keep using it?
Because he keeps flogging a dead horse. Because it worked in the back end of last season. He's 5 at the back.
Yeah.
He's reluctant to get it change it to a 4-2-3-1, which is what we're all crying out for. It's a better formation. You'd get our better players in a better in the better positions. 4-2-3-1. Even have Miggy in a number 10 role. That's his preferred position. You don't have Miguel Almiron as a centre midfielder. He's just not a centre midfielder, and he's been getting stick from supporters on Twitter saying he doesn't graft enough where he does. People have to grasp. He's not getting played in his natural position. He's a number 10. You were saying when he played against Southampton in that number 10 role, when he got switched there to 4-2-3-1, he was magnificent. He was brilliant. Ran his socks off. He scored 2 goals. So I won't have a go at Mickey because he just needs to be played in his natural position, like you say, number 10.
Yeah.
Behind the 2 strikers.
He's using him as a defensive midfielder. Does he watch him in training? Has he watched footage of him? What he does as a power guy? Does he watch anything like that, Bruce?
Since Bruce has been in charge of Newcastle, Almiron's been everywhere in midfield. He doesn't know where to play him.
Yeah.
Then he's doing the same with Fraser. He's trying to convert him into a defensive midfielder. Why?
He brings him on for 1 minute today.
No.
1 minute. It's near enough as worse as when he brought Andy Carroll on for 30 fucking seconds.
Yeah. It's just as bad, isn't it? Yeah.
What's he going to do in 1 minute? Seriously.
Well, as I said earlier, all 4 of us will agree on one thing. Fraser's substitution should have happened from minute 1 of the second half. Said, right, Mickey, you're off. I'm bringing Fraser on. Change your formation back 4-4-2 and have Fraser in his natural position on the wing. And what's his name? ASM, he should have said, right, Ashley Young's a granddad ready for his pension. Go and sort him out. You know, have him. Not.
I think most of us were calling out for Fraser to come on when Hayden got injured near the end of the first half.
Yeah. He let Hayden go on, didn't he? And I don't understand that, but go on, Chippers.
I was going to say,
that's just like say, Bruce. He sees players injured and he leaves them on. You look at Dallo last season against Man United, clearly limping. He's wanting to come off, and Bruce just kept on playing him. He doesn't give a shit what state his players is in, as long as he keep playing on through the pain barrier, and he get injured even more. So, this is the type of manager we've got here. He just does not give he doesn't give a shit about his players.
Yeah.
What was the crap with Wilson? Apparently he missed training yesterday or something, did he?
Apparently so, because there was all the images showing that he wasn't even a part of the team.
And yet he's starting on the day.
He probably wasn't even fit, Wilson. If he's missed training, he probably wasn't even fit. Because he had that chance after 5 minutes, and he should have buried that. A fully fit Callum Wilson buries that. We know that, don't we?
How that went wide, I don't know. He was just one-on-one with the keeper.
If he's missed training, because like I said, I seen the video on Twitter, it didn't show Wilson training at all. Didn't go through any training drills or anything. So you have to bear in mind that he's probably passed the fitness test. He's played. He hasn't been quite fit, and after that chance, after 5 minutes, which Wilson, he should have buried it. But that's just what I think anyway.
No, and Hegarty is in the building.
Oh God,
Mr. PD Craft in the house.
All right.
How you doing, man?
I think after that result today.
Yeah. Like the
Get
rest
the tactic sheet out.
Where's the tactic sheet? Rip it up.
I think it needs more than that.
What did you think, Pete? What did you think of it?
Just bollocks. Absolutely bollocks again. Defensively, an absolute mess. And we are in dire straits at the moment.
Yeah.
In terms of we've got as manager and right at the back as well. Yeah. It's just there's no hope at the minute.
Yeah.
Do you have any hope for the cup match or at least Southampton maybe?
Maybe a little bit. If we're going to the Burnley game with more of an attacking formation, you've got an opportunity. Same with Southampton, but if you consist with this formation, I mean, we haven't got the players to work with this formation anymore.
Yeah.
The defense have got no pace on them, and we've had these same centre backs for a long time now. For the past few seasons, there's been no change. We need some new, fresh faces in that back line now.
Absolutely agree.
We do. I was hoping that at least Lewis would have been given a shot in that game. It would have been more pace at the back.
Yeah, I mean, he has got decent pace, but I think Bruce has been operating with Richie because of he likes to give it 110% on that pitch, but at times he really struggled today, I thought.
Yeah.
I would look to play Lewis in the cup game against Burnley on Wednesday.
I think Richie will be better in the midfield, if I'm being honest. Centre mid.
Yeah,
and then put Lewis at left back. Back. Can't be any worse than what we're playing at the minute.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, we had John Joe Shelby strutting the boot like a show pony last week doing nothing. So, can't be any worse. And now he's injured. He's been back one game and he's injured. He's made of glass or something.
Well, what is it? He done his calf in through pre-season. He played against West Ham and he done his other calf in. So he hasn't got legs. He hasn't got legs.
Yeah.
And another thing, what's with all these injuries? We seem to get a lot of injuries, and he's only Shelby's injured, Hayden's injured. What's with all these kind of muscle injuries? That still hasn't been rectified from last season, where we went through a horrendous list of players out with muscle injuries, hamstrings, calves, thighs. It just seemed nothing seemed to be getting done on the fitness side of things. What did he do in training? They keep getting injured. They aren't warming up properly. They aren't doing the necessary thing to keep themselves fit.
Well, I think I heard that we don't even have a fitness coach.
That's rubbish. That is totally rubbish. I have to agree. To be a modern footballer now, you've got to be a finely tuned athlete. You've got to be fast. Obviously, stamina goes without saying. Fast, strong, and if we ain't got a fitness coach, again, it's poor preparation. That's absolute. I don't know.
So what we had Hayden go down early on. We had ASM go down early on, but I think he made a bit. I think he played on that a bit too much. The way he flew to the ground now. We had Shah go down in the second half. That didn't look promising. I'm like, oh god, we're going to use up all of our subs already. Yeah. Where are these players going to play? There was Kraft on the bench. I was dreading that he would come on.
Oh god, I'm glad he didn't.
You can have him. You can have Kraft. Just take him.
You can have him. Yeah, Kraft is like Philadelphia cheese. He's bloody soft, isn't he? At the end of the day, he's easily spread.
I think they all are.
Yeah, easily spread. They're all soft as out. And
when going on to Shah, what did we all think about Shah moving out of the way for that first goal?
I mean, it's just schoolboy stuff. It's just utterly.
He's no getting away there. It was a fantastic goal from Ings. Like, I think. I know Shah shouldn't have turned his back on it, but I don't think much Shah could have done with that. He hit it so true, and Woodman was just stood there watched it. He had no answer for it. Yeah, I think it's bad defending on Shah's part. Yeah, but I just think there's nothing much he could do when it was going to go in anyway.
It was a really good goal. There's no doubt in that. The handball for the penalty, was it a handball?
Yeah, I'm afraid it was. Did you put your arm out like that now? You're not going to get away with it now.
The thing I'll say is, again, though, there's still 89 minutes of a match left or whatever. These instants are only a minute or so. It's clutching at straws, isn't it? That's all we can do at the moment is clutch at straws. And the annoying thing is we can't go into a game now thinking we're going like Burnley, winnable game, Southampton, winnable game. We should be, but the way things are going, it's how much are we going to get beat by, and that seems to be symptomatic of Steve Bruce. Every game is how much we're going to get beat as opposed to how much are we going to win. I mean, I remember going to matches when I was a kid. Well, obviously, like Sir Bobby is manager, and every time I would go, I thought, how much are we going to beat these by? How much are we going to win this game by? How much are we going to? Who's going to score and all this and that? I wasn't bothered about who's going to score against us. No, it's take up the arse. Who's going to deliver the flipping biggest one, and who's going to score for them as opposed to who's going to score for us? Because there's nothing from us at all.
Yeah.
And then you've got him standing on the touchline like it was last week, 4-2 down, 2-0 down, admitting defeat, accepting it, almost as if to say, yeah, I'll take a 4-2 loss, I'll take a 2-0 loss because it's not that big of a scoreline. There's still so long left in the games, and he's just happy for it, happy to lose. How are people still defending him? How can the fucking arseholes on the radio, arseholes on social media say, it's not his fault, he's only been dealt the cards with what he's worked? This is his squad now, whether he likes it or not. Third season in, this is his squad that he wants, right? So there's no excuses for him. Yes, Ashley's the owner, fair enough. That isn't, he's a tosser. But what happens on the pitch isn't down to Mike Ashley. It's down to how Steve Bruce does it, and he's doing it fucking wrong. Simple as that. And he needs fucking telling. You know, if Onar cared, obviously ours doesn't. He would have been waiting on that tarmac for when that plane landed at night and said, "There's your fucking P45, mate.
Right.
Fucking get out."
Exactly.
That's what he'd be doing.
That's fair point.
Waiting there on that tarmac for him to get off the plane to say, "There you go, mate. Fuck off. I don't give a shit. You're shite. You can get to Bristol City, right? You're shite." That's what Onar would be saying.
Chippers, I'm tired, mate. Come on, I've lost my voice.
Annie, I've just worked 16 hours in 2 days. I've just done 2 8-hour shifts in a matter of 12 hours, man. I'm not at myself.
Oh no, didn't you go to the Swansea game, didn't you?
Yeah, I've just had 2 hours of absolutely shouting.
Did you win or not?
We lost 1-0 to Swansea, yeah.
Oh, the Derby game. Yes and out. He's going to have Bruce now.
And after picking up your win as well, I thought you would have carried that on.
You're going down. You're going down the face. The Mackems in League
Who's 19th in the league and in the relegation zone?
Yep.
Yous in the Championship.
And we're not in the relegation zone, are we?
Yeah, but you've won 1 game in 3. I would hardly say it's any better than our performance.
You've won.
Yeah, 2 games. You've had more games than us, haven't you? And you've had, was it 2 games at home?
Yeah, we played 4 games, so.
And you've won 1, so that's any better than ours. That's worse.
We've got 4 points.
I would say your games are a hell of a lot easier than the games we're playing as well.
Yeah, because it's the Championship.
Exactly. So you can't have a go at us having 0 points when
you've played West Ham and you've played Villa.
Yeah, and we're in West Ham top 6 last season. Am I right? With the same squad.
Are they as good as last season?
Well, are we as good as last season? Because that fucking says what we're not.
No.
You know?
Oh, but seriously, don't even insult Bristol City because I'm had enough. I'm just tired.
You've had enough. Jesus Christ. We've had enough for the last 15 years of this shite.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that I had people like, all of us are probably lucky that we saw like Sister Bobby's team and we were kids when Keegan's team was here. Yeah. I mean, we're lucky we saw players like Ginola, Shearer, Ferdinand, players of that ilk play for Newcastle. And now we've got people like John Joe, Tino. I mean, who would have thought a Colombian player for Newcastle? And now we've got shite like John Joe Shelby, who is happy to sit and lie about how good Steve Bruce is as a manager, saying he's the best manager he's ever worked with. And then all of a sudden, happy to take his fucking wage off it. He's a fucking show pony. He's a disgrace as a captain. And I'm sorry, but he's a championship player at best and all. He's got legs like fucking stone walls that don't move at all. They're just static as fuck. I'm so fucking fed up. You see how far we've gone back in 14 years under Ashley, right? Yeah. 2 relegations, 3 top 10 finishes in 15 years, 1 top 5, once in the 5th, where we had the luckiest season you could ever imagine because we had no injuries, right? And we ended up fluking 5th because we had a fully fit squad the majority of the season. And then, look where we are now. It looks nailed on. We're going to go down after 2 games. The bottom of 3 already has that bottom 3 feeling of they'll be there all season for me. I mean, Arsenal, fucking hell. I don't think they'll be there. I think they'll struggle, but they'll not be in the bottom 3 or 4. I think the bottom 3 is the 3 that goes down, sadly, and we're one of them.
It looks like it. So what did we think of the... Pete, what did you think of the offside for Callum Wilson?
It's a tough one to call, I must say. But what I will say, I think Martinez should have been offside or not. That's really, really out of control with what he's doing.
Kicked him in the heat, didn't he?
The way he comes flying out.
Was it his foot or was it his arse? He was very high up.
Very high. I mean, that's endangering an opponent, and he should have been off for that. Whether
that happened. That happened last season, didn't it, with Jordan Pickford and Van Dijk? Because Van Dijk was offside, Pickford absolutely took out his ACL, and Van Dijk was out for just about a year. Probably why Liverpool struggle so much. But yeah, still Pickford wasn't sent off just because the game technically should not have been played. But yeah, that should be a red card. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous play, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I mean, look what happened to Chelsea a few years ago when they had two goalkeepers like completely knocked out in the same game.
Yeah.
When the injury with Petr Cech and was it Kudachini as well, both in the same game that happened.
Like there was no intent for Martinez to play the ball there. Like I'm sorry, but there was no intent for him to go for the ball. And they say, it's about the intent. Well, I'm sorry, he was looking at Wilson the whole time when he was going for that. He wasn't looking at the ball, so it's a red card no matter whether that's penalty or VAR overturns it. It's a red card for dangerous play. Simple as that. If it's outside the box, a keeper doesn't do it, it's a red card. Simple as that. So, where's the consistency there?
Agreed.
Exactly.
And again, though, we've had one fucking shot in 90 minutes on target. One
shot.
That's like a Steve Bruce wank fest of game for him, because that's like a Steve Bruce performance where we play absolutely shite and we have one shot. That's going back to before Jones last season, before Jones came in, because that's what was happening.
Even we had 5.
Aye, but Annie, come on.
You
can't compare the two games.
You may not be getting the results, but you've still got a better manager. That can attack better.
Jason, have we got a good manager?
Yes.
He's better than fucking Steve Bruce. Yes.
Steve Bruce.
Why does he have a win percentage less than Steve Bruce?
Because he's not in jobs long enough to have a longer win ratio. Why is Steve
Bristol
Bruce...
City at Bristol City? Why does he have a win percentage less than Steve Bruce?
Because he's probably got bloody not as much money as what Steve Bruce has been given. That's why
he's been given quite a lot of money in terms of where the championship is. When the fact that we have no parachute payments and it's COVID, he has been back quite a lot in wages and in transfer fees. We paid $3 million. I know that doesn't sound a lot, but it is quite a lot for a team like Bristol City at the moment. For a defender where we're already quite good there. He's paid Premier League wages for 2 midfielders in the same position. We are 16th in the league. We've just lost 1-0 at home to Swansea, our second biggest rivals in the league. Where's the excuses in that? Off the back of, 12 games without a win at home. He's a good manager. Look, I want Pearson in. I think he can turn it around, but at the moment, I can't see any evidence.
Annie, we went fucking 22 games last season without a win.
No, 12 games at home without a win.
Yes, we're seeing 22 games altogether. 22 games in total.
12 times 2 is 24. It's more than 22, isn't it?
You've just said 12 games. You didn't say 22. You said 12 games at home. That's it. You didn't say 22. You said 12.
But then if I say 12 games away from home as well without a win, it's 24.
Yes, but that's not all together. We've done it all once.
Yeah.
We've done it in a run. You may have lost one, won one, lost one. We had 22 games all together combined where we only drew 3 games and we lost the rest. So,
let me just bring this up.
Annie, you can't compare what's happening at Bristol City and Newcastle. I'm sorry, but you just can't.
I'm not.
Because it's two different kettles of fish.
I'm really not. I'm really not comparing.
Yeah.
No.
You're saying Piaston's a bad manager. Well, he's only been in the job 5 minutes. Bruce has been here 3 years, and what's improved? Tell me something that's improved with Newcastle, because I'd love to know.
What? What do you say?
Nigel Piaston's been there how long? What, a year, if that? 6 months?
No.
18 months?
Not. Yeah, 6-7 months. Yeah.
And Bruce has been here 3 years. And tell me, honestly, have we improved in them 3 years under Steve Bruce?
Well, definitely not.
Exactly. See? Exactly. So how can people defend? How's that? How can people actually see it?
But we've got progressively worse over the past 3 years. We've went from 8th to 12th to 19th, and now to potentially being in the relegation zone and potentially going down.
You also have to realise, though, Annie, you had Lee Johnson for a long time, and you had stability. You're in that process, like, of what you're calling it. What's it called?
A steady process, yeah. So, yeah.
You're in recovery, so it's going to take time for you to find it. Because you look at Man United, you look at Arsenal, how long they had the likes of Ferguson and Wenger. Look where they are now.
It's not Lee Johnson is not Arsene Wenger, Alex Ferguson. Been there for 25 years. He's been there 5 years. Yes, he's got into the
5 years is a long time. 5 years is a long time in football now, though, for being a manager.
He's got us near the playoffs. He's sold the likes of Joe Bryan, Josh Brownhill, Adam Webster, Lloyd Kelly, Bobby Reid, countless players for massive money. We've got to 8th. That was our peak. And then slowly but surely, we are going to be in a relegation battle. If not this season, next season, definitely. If we do not improve very soon.
But that's because you're in transition, though. You're in transition. You've had a manager for a long time.
Our transition period was last season when we had Dean Holden, who we hired after Lee Johnson was sacked. Dean Holden was our assistant manager to Lee Johnson. That was our transition period. We finished 19th. I was like, fine. Dean Holden got sacked in the middle of the season. I was like, okay, maybe Nigel Pearson is the guy. But if he doesn't get the fans on side very quickly, things will turn. Because we've been through transition for nearly 2 years now, because Lee Johnson's last year was a transition because we sold our best player in Adam Webster and sold Josh Brownhill in the middle of the season. So we've been here two seasons of transition. I think Bristol City fans will allow this season as a bit of a let-off, but next season, if we're in the Championship, that is, and do not improve immediately and have a good summer in the transfer window, yeah, it's going to be toxic, to say the least. It's already getting toxic on Twitter right now.
Twitter's always quite toxic.
Yeah.
Well,
but this is getting...
though, your expectations of a transition period is too short of a time when you're expecting somebody who's been there for 5 years, right, who was a consistent good manager for you, right, and you're expecting somebody just to come and flick the switch, but it doesn't happen.
Because we've got, we had.
But you've got look at Bruce, right? He's been here 3 years. We've got good players, but he's not made them any better, has he?
It's gone the other way down.
It's gone the other way. Non-one players improvement.
I'm sorry, if Rafa Benitez had this squad mid-table, okay, and that was the best he could get out that squad, what the hell is Steve Bruce meant to do to improve that squad? Like he's some Champions League winning Superman.
And he's got a better squad than Rafa had. He's got a better squad than Rafa had. Simple as that. Rafa had 3 years without a fucking striker.
He inherited the same squad, except for Diame. He inherited the exact same squad. Okay, brought in like Andy Carroll, Joe Linton, yes, but that was a bust. Who was not really didn't really improve it. Had pretty much the same squad, got them into the same place, or similar to where you were under Rafa. I'm not saying that Bruce has done the same job as Rafa, but
yeah, you just have.
I'm just.
Well, so where did ASM come from? Where did Wilson come from? Where did Fraser come from?
How much money did you spend on Alan Saint-Maximin?
20.
Just under 20 million.
Yeah.
20 on Wilson.
Let's say 15 million on ASM. You spend Callum Wilson. Has he been a good signing?
Yeah, obviously.
So Callum Wilson's been a good signing. Has ASM been a good signing?
Yeah. Because without him,
two players there for 35 million you spent on. Bang! You got a better
yeah.
team.
So that tells you we've got. So that
Steve
tells
Bruce
you.
brought them in. He's inherited them into the squad.
But are we any better than what were though, Annie? We're not. So technically, he's the one that's got to be fucking questioned because he's not getting the best out of his players. Simple as that.
Fair enough. If he's not getting the best out of players, if you genuinely think your squad is better than what you think they were last season,
Nobody's saying that. You're saying that.
Yeah,
You've just said that.
Yeah. If your points tally or position in the league table was worse than what your squad realistically should be, then Steve Bruce should be questioned. But my argument,
have you seen our goal tally defensively the past 3 years? It's going up and up and up. So he needs to be questioned because it's his fucking team. Now, he's been here 3 years. I'm not having any of that fucking shite of it being anybody else's team. It's his team now, whether he likes it or not. So he needs to face up to the facts of that. He doesn't need to go back and go, oh, well, Rafa did this, Rafa did that. Rafa's not here no more. Don't compare Rafa and Bruce.
Yeah.
Simple as that. This is Bruce's team now, right? It's not fucking Rafa's, it's Bruce's.
In the 2 seasons that Bruce has been in charge, we've conceded, what, 130 goals in those 2 seasons.
Yeah.
58 goals in his first season, 62 goals last season, and we've only conceded 6 in 2 games.
Yeah.
So anyone defend Bruce on that when he was supposed to be one of the greatest centre-backs to play football? Tell me.
And he's not signed a single centre-back. He's signed
wing-backs. He's got rid of defenders but not fucking signed them.
Yeah.
Explain that as well, because I would love to know. You know, he's been crying on for defenders all summer, and he hasn't signed them. But he's got rid of them.
How many centre-backs did he have when Bruce came there?
6.
6. You had 6 centre-backs.
Yeah.
You wanted more centre-backs when you already had 6 centre-backs. This was Arsenal 2 years ago when they had about 50 centre-backs, but still didn't think they were good enough, so wanted 50 more centre-backs. What?
No, Annie, that's not what we're saying at all. It's the quality of the defenders that we want, and they're not there.
Quantity, it's quality. It's quality.
Kieran Clark, great. Look, he's made so many Premier League appearances. Fernandes played here with Swansea. Fabian Schär.
10 years ago with Swansea, Annie.
I think Fernandes is Premier League centre-back, but I think Clark's gone backwards a bit.
Yeah.
Clark done pretty well last season, but as soon as he got off that new contract, he's like, right, I'm sorted. I'm going to start lowering my performances.
Yeah.
For me, right, the best centre-back we had was Lejeune. He's got rid of him. Watts, Kel Watts, a promising centre-back. Geordie.
He's not going to get into the team. He's not going to get into the team though. He's not going to get anywhere near the starting 3 though.
Well, he's
would have expected him to have gone to a championship club at least, not a League
He doesn't play him. He brings him on for 5 or 10 minutes in pre-season. How is he going to know how good he is by not giving him games?
Because it's pre-season. I mean, how are you going to judge someone off pre-season?
Because if you give him a run of games, you give them confidence. He's not playing him, so what's that saying? He doesn't rate him. If he's not going to play, he doesn't rate him, even though he's been hopping on. I want a centre-back. I want this, I want that. Give him a chance then. He's not giving him a chance to prove how good he is.
Look at all the youngsters
we threw out in
pre-season.
How does he know, Annie?
Not one of them's featured.
He's not playing him long enough, Annie, to prove if he's good enough or not. 5 or 10 minutes week in, week out is not good enough to prove, long enough to prove it. It's like when he brought Andy Carroll on for 30 seconds. What impact on the game is that going to have? Nothing. Zilch. 0. Out. So you tell me how 5 minutes is going to improve it.
Kel Watt has just spent last season out on loan. Was it League 2 or was it League 1?
League 1, wasn't it?
2, Plymouth.
Plymouth. So League 1 club. He's just spent League 1. So that's 2 divisions step up to the Premier League, the supposed best and highest quality league in the world. He's going to come up against Lukaku, Harry Kane, the likes of who else is there? There are so many. Okay, she's going to come up against so much attacking quality. Expect him to just you know what? Why not just throw this youngster in there who's spent last season on loan at League One. You know, Plymouth who finished 16th. No, chuck him into the team. See how he does.
To counter
and then the minute he has a bad game, I bet you, Chippers, you would turn on him and then ship him out on loan. Like, yeah, whatever. He's not good enough.
Ali, I'll give you 2 words to somebody who did the jump up. Dele Alli. He did exactly the jump up from League One to the Premier League.
Dele Alli was, but the time he even spent at MK Dons, he was too good for the Championship, like not on let alone League One.
Ali, it doesn't matter what level you play at. If you're good enough, you're good enough, and if you get a chance.
Do you genuinely think Kel Watts is good enough?
I don't know because he hasn't played him long enough for us to judge. We don't know.
I don't care. Do you think that
Kel
Watts is good enough?
You can't ask that question then, can you? That question's void because we don't know. God, fuck's sake, man! It's like talking to myself.
But going back to a youngster that was given a chance, proved his chance, and then
give a chance.
Look at Kevin Mbabu. He was thrown in against Chelsea on his debut, and he had Chelsea in his back pocket. What happened? We flogged him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good example of that. Yeah, definitely cracking example.
No, same thing with Chelsea. Trevor Chalobah scored for Chelsea last week against Palace. Loaned out to about 50 EFL clubs. He scored, and now all of a sudden he's just good enough. It's a thing with these youngsters because if you're not good enough for the first team, you are sent out on loan. And suddenly if you get a chance and you're good enough, all of a sudden everything is good and the world is good. And it's almost as if the fact that they were forgotten for about 5-10 years, it's just forgotten about. It's just all just forgotten about. And yeah, agreed.
I just comment right there. It's the Chippers and Annie show.
I'm more just talking to myself for the rest of the show because nobody is not listening. As I've said, you don't know if someone's good enough if you don't play them. So when he's not, how can you judge somebody on performances when they don't play them or play them 5 or 10 minutes here and there? If you're judging somebody off 5 or 10 minute cameos, I'm sorry, but that's completely wrong in my opinion because you're not giving them a fair crack at it. So,
I mean,
as a centre back, plus as a centre back, you need to play games. You need to get understanding with your fellow centre backs.
Exactly.
You can't just come on 5 or 10 minutes here and then go, well, there's the Cells, there's Shaw. You've got 5 minutes with them, and then next week it's Clark and Fernandez or anything like that. Because that's not what you need. You need a settled defence. And Steve Bruce doesn't play a settled team.
Yeah. And the thing, Chip, is about team chemistry as well. You have to build that relationship, and it takes time to build that relationship. It's not going to happen in the game 1. Yeah. It might happen game 2, game 3, or whatever. But
it's like look at Woodman. He's played he played different centre backs last week. He's played with different centre backs this week. Yeah, what's that going to do to him? Yeah, he's going to have no understanding.
Yeah, he can't develop that chemistry relationship, can he? You know, which the other ones have, likes of Darlow and Dubravka have. Unfortunately, they're injured. But Woodman, in 2 games, hasn't had that opportunity to develop that unity, that chemistry with his back 4 or back 3 or whatever. Yeah, and that is a key. Obviously ability. Yeah, you've got to be good enough. But at the same time, it's that mental thing of building a relationship, being on the same wavelength, you know, singing from the same hymn sheet, whatever you want to say. But I agree. And that that's not a 5-minute job. That takes a bit of time. And also,
you look right how we had success at Swansea last season. He had the same back 4, same back 4 rally all season. Yeah. So he had that understand. Oh, for fuck's sake, man!
Did you watch the championship? No, sorry.
Honest to
Did you watch
God.
the championship last season? Did you watch the championship last season?
Yes.
Did you watch?
Yes.
No, you didn't, because you clearly didn't. Swansea changed
Like
from
you
a back
don't watch
three.
Newcastle, Annie, and you judge.
Swansea changed from a back three to a back four in the middle of the season and completely changed everything round.
Yeah.
How can you say they stuck with the whole back four when they played the first half of the season at back three?
Because there's 46 games in a championship and you can do that. Like, you've got plenty of time to do that with 46 games.
But what you said was factually wrong.
Well, like, you think Steve Bruce is a good manager? Because that's
What you said
factually
was
wrong.
You are factually wrong. That is my opinion. It
Well,
could be a
my
copy
opinion is
opinion.
you're wrong as well. That's my opinion on Newcastle. Simple as that.
That's your opinion. But I'm saying that you are factually wrong because Swansea changed from a back three to a back
I'm
four.
saying you are as well when Steve Bruce has got the worst win rate won the Premier League and you say he hasn't. He
How is
has.
it down to Steve Bruce when we're talking about Swansea? Oh.
Because you're saying stuff about being factually wrong, and that's where you're factually wrong.
How am I
Because he's
factually
got a
wrong?
28% win rate, and that's the lowest in the Premier League's history.
What?
Am I right? Yeah, exactly.
What did he say? Oh god.
When's the DNA test come back to decide whether you're related or not?
Okay.
That's the day I start supporting Bristol Rovers.
I think he's already blown it.
That's all right.
I haven't got a fucking casket left to blow because fucking already gone.
Oh, God.
As a fucking Newcastle fan, your buddy casket doesn't fucking last long.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just waiting for next week for them shitey lot on TalkSport to keep coming defending Bruce. You know, saying, well, you know, the Newcastle fans have cried for attacking football, they cry on for defense, and you're not blaming it on us again when really you're not. How's it to blame? How are we to blame?
You got a fan, Chippers.
What?
You got a fan right there, Billy. Steve
There you
Bruce
go,
has the
Annie,
most.
read that.
Steve Bruce has the most expensive championship squad hovering above the relegation zone at Villa. He's shite. Chippers is correct.
Thank you very much, Billy. Your tenner's in the post.
Let me tell you how Villa were operating.
Fuck's sake. No. I'm not having you defend them again.
under what their owner was then. So if I go into work every single day
No.
and my boss comes to me and says,
Put me down.
"Oh,
Put me
if
down.
you don't hand in the reports in 2 minutes, you're fired." That's what Steve Bruce was working under every single day.
Anyone, you're not looking at the bigger picture. He had the biggest transfer budget in the Championship and done fuck all with it, right? So I'm sorry, but that doesn't deserve defending. Simple as that. You should be criticising them. And if that happened at Bristol City, you would be criticising them. Am I right?
Yes, because it's my club.
Yeah, well, there you go. So you should be criticising them the same thing.
Yes, because it's been my club. Brilliant.
Brilliant. Yeah.
I'm
Is
going
it
to tell
bedtime
you
yet?
who we bought that season and if they've turned out any good.
Is it bedtime yet?
Cup game midweek. Do we rest players for Southampton or not?
Well, this can backfire spectacularly either way, couldn't it? We could rest them, get beat off Burnley and Southampton. We could play them, beat Burnley and lose to Southampton. We could win both games. You don't know. Anything could, like, the problem is, right, if we rest Wilson, who's he going to play up front?
Gale or Hendrick.
No, Joe Linton. Fucking Linton, who isn't a striker, which he said on numerous times he'll play him as a lone striker. Emil Kraft will probably play.
Oh,
Right?
no.
Jamal Lewis will probably get a run out. I'd imagine he might rotate the keepers.
I think Mankiel might get a run out, maybe.
Yeah.
Who?
I want to see Mankiel playing. Where is Mankiel?
Right?
He's just missing.
He's our, to me, right? You could have him as a right wing back and have Murphy more attacking.
Yeah. That's a good
That's
shout.
where I put him on my team prediction. I had Mankiel on the right and Murphy on the right wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Overlapping even. Yeah. That's fine.
change he's got to change the formation whether he likes it or not. He's got to change it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Because this isn't working. Change it.
Yeah.
Just have the balls to fucking do it, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the same old shite. It's like nothing's going to change. We need change because it's too fucking similar. It's too everything. But yet again, he doesn't do tactics or anything, does he? So,
Chip has its cut and paste, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Cut and paste.
Square pegs and round holes, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But like we said, right? Wilson gets injured this season, we're fucked, right? So
Yeah. Well, it goes without
he's
saying.
bound to get injured at some stage.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got no replacement for him. We've got no replacement for Wilson if he gets injured. So he only wants one centre back.
Well, Bruce already said he's quite happy with the 5-6 attacking players that he's got.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to go for any more attacking players, and he's made that perfectly clear. He just wants to focus on the defence.
But he hasn't even focused on that.
Exactly.
The 5 or 6 we've got, and he's classed Almiron as one of them, but he plays him as a defensive midfielder. How can you class him as an attacking player if he plays him as defensive midfield? It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Annie, don't shake your head at that, because that's what Steve Bruce said himself. That Almiron was one of his centre forward attacking players, and he plays him in centre defensive midfield. So you can't shake your head at that, because that's what happens.
Did he actually say defensive midfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said ASM, Wilson, Almiron, Fraser, Joe Linton, and who was the other one he said? He said somebody else, but all my forwards. So why is he not playing them there then?
So he didn't.
He did say it, Andy, man. He did say that. He said he's happy with his front 5 or front 6 attacking options. That's what he said.
I thought you said Almiron was a defensive midfielder.
No,
That's where he's been playing him.
Yeah, that's where he's been playing
instead of
him.
the number 10 role.
Right.
He said he was one of his strikers, but he's playing him in defensive midfield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
Okay, I understand.
As well as playing Hayden and Shelby as a centre back.
which another square peg in round hole job again, isn't it? You know.
I just, like I said, I don't know where we're going to have positivity. I mean, even a win to me just feels like it's just papering over fucking massive cracks.
Yeah, it does. If we get one win, say we beat Southampton, that is just polyfiller on the cracks, isn't it? Short fix polyfiller on the cracks. It ain't, it ain't sorting out what's underneath.
It'll not, we just we're sleepwalking relegation, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
and that doesn't bode well for down the line in terms of new ownership, etc. Because nobody's going to pay 300 million quid for a championship club at the end of the day, are they?
No.
Club's going to lose at least half that value, but if we go down.
Most people won't pay 300 million for a Premier League club, never mind that.
True. That's a good point as well.
And I don't know, like I said, how are we 300 million pounds when we're no further forward 14 years on after Ashley's took us over?
Derby County's 100 million. So just compare it. I think maybe Newcastle's about 200-ish in the Premier League.
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that. I would say
If
150.
they come down to the Championship,
Yeah.
again drops down a bit.
Yeah.
I'd still say.
Look at Burnley, minus 90 mil.
Yeah.
Minus, that's the first time I've heard of a club in what's called a negative value, minus 90. Yeah.
90 mil in debt, and they got taken over to be 90 mil in debt, and we can't even get taken over by people that are going to put us in profit.
Profit, yeah.
That's the Premier League for you, isn't it? Corrupt bastards. Wait. So,
no,
they've only approved that because they knew Burnley were going to go into debt off it.
Yeah. Well, when you look at the so-called corrupt six, most of them are in debt as well, aren't they?
Man U must be a good few hundred million in debt.
Yeah. Yeah. Because what's it called? Glazer, he purchased Man U with loads of debt, didn't he? He took out whatever bonds.
Took out a loan, didn't he? Eh?
Yeah, a mega loan to. But I mean,
I'll be 2 seconds, chaps. I'm just going for a piss, so I'll not do what happened on Peter's stream.
No shirt lifting or anything.
No, I'll be 2 seconds.
Please go on mute.
He'll come back with his top off and a lolly in his mouth.
Whoa. Yeah.
Annie, would you take Gal? If yes, you can have him. He's a proven championship goal scorer, so he's quite. I think you said last time he's a cheat code for the championship.
Yeah, he is. Only reason I would say no is he once rejected us, and then came out and said he'd rather play for a pub team, which is a bit annoying. But
Wow.
Only reason I wouldn't have him if I've seen West Brom fans wanting to have him back because he's cheat code. What I said, but yeah, if he hadn't made those comments, I would have said yes. If he understands what he said and admits he was wrong, then sure, please come back. We need a striker, please.
Do you need a striker or do you need a right back?
Both, please. Anyone. Anyone apart from Danny Simpson. Anyone. Please save us.
He was good when he was at Newcastle. That's as far as you can
Reid
say.
Simpson, when he was at us as well, I thought he could definitely cross a ball in.
He was really good.
Cross a ball in, he doesn't get past the halfway line.
Well,
He is in his 30s now, ain't he?
Yeah,
well,
he's getting on a bit now.
But this is what 10 years ago now since we've had him.
Yeah.
It's probably the only decent loan deal that we had that we made permanent, and it worked.
Yeah.
Apparently, Man United are 900 mil in debt. Is it Barcelona along the lines of the same amount?
Yeah, Barcelona are.
Or are they just over $1 billion in debt now?
Billion. It's close to what Man United are.
But then you see if championship clubs are even 13 million in debt, 12 point deduction. It's just differences, you know.
It just shows the inequalities, though, doesn't it? What you call it, you know. I mean, in La Liga, they have some rule of, you know, if you're so much in debt or whatever, points deductions and things for financial irregularities obviously probably don't exist.
They should exist.
They should.
Well, it's like there. Look, we've got Man United a 900 mil in debt, and then I was out with, but they still managed to splash the cash. Where is this money coming from?
Must be Spanish mafia or something.
But remember, apparently the Glazers are shit owners. You know, you know, they don't sign good players and they don't spend money on the club, and you know, even though they've still spent 80 million on players like Pogba, 80 million on Maguire, 50 on Varane. There's a 30 on Sancho. They've spent all. Who else?
70.
70.
70 on Sancho.
Yeah, 70 on
70
Sancho.
on Fred. 25 on
Fred.
Matic.
Apart from McTominay, the whole squad at least been spent 30 or 40 million per player
As well. Rashford as well.
in Rashford.
Rashford came through the ranks. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They haven't even sold anyone for like 50, 60 million.
Well, they
It's
keep
ridiculous.
touting that Pogba's going to go, but then they keep hold of him all the time.
Yeah.
Is he going? Is he staying? He apparently wants to go. Then he wants to stay. No one can make their mind up about Pogba.
Nah. He's
So
1.23
But-
billion.
But they keep saying, the bad owners. You know what? I would have the Glazers over flipping Ashley any day of the week.
Well,
I
Not
literally
for
I
that
would.
be 900 mil in debt. I wouldn't.
Well,
yes, I
but the fact is, though, look at the players they have got. They will eventually start winning things again and get that debt clawed back eventually. It's a matter,
Yeah.
It's money borrowed by the Glaziers with Man United, and it's amenities as capital agent against the debts.
So basically, they've mortgaged the club in effect. I think the way to read that is the club's been mortgaged, and basically Man United are being grabbed by the short and curlies. They're in debt. Yeah, so the players are going to pull their finger out. Ollie's going to put his finger out and get the team, winning, kept the top of the table. Oh, right, he agrees.
There you go, correct. 2 points.
I'm working in accountancy. I sort of know a little bit of these things, I don't know. But yeah, Rashford overrated. Yeah, he hasn't had the.
I think Greenwood is quite underrated.
Yeah, he's a hungry player. He's got room for improvement, but you can see he can only get better. He can definitely get better. I mean, my son's a Man United fan, and he makes that point that Greenwood, he's probably the best finisher at the club. But yeah.
He's got great accuracy. He's on the rise.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be a future star.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and also I think he's got the right manager there to help him along. Being a former number 9 himself, Ollie, he can only make him better as well with a bit of guidance and whatnot. But all in all, it's been a bit of a. You can tell it's been a bit of a depressing day. The fact that we're trying to talk about different subjects other than the result. But yeah, definitely. Well, looks like the Southern Brave have won the 100. Just had it on the background there. Yeah. That was definitely more entertaining than what that shower of crap.
Why? There were 6s and 4s left, right, and centre in that game.
Oh, I know. It was, wasn't it? That the Southern Brave were hitting them. Neither can anybody handle. Yeah.
Glazers borrowed.
That's right.
To fund the Tampa Bay. Really?
Yeah. Because I think in America they own the what's Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Are they American football or something? No. Yeah, they are. The NFL, aren't they? Yeah. Is that right?
So.
Yeah. So yeah, he's what was it? He owns them as well, albeit with debt, etc. So it is what it is. It's all these financial problems that clubs have got. That you remember that if you've probably read about it, the North American Soccer League, how that was heavily in debt. It's got that sort of feel about it, hasn't it?
It does. Rafa started well at Everton.
Yeah.
What you got the draw today against Leeds.
Yeah.
4 points in his first 2 games, already more than us.
Yeah.
How I would love to have had him back.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what about Steve Bruce complaining again in these after-match
Completely.
thing?
Well, you know what he's like for doing that, but still, the defense was utterly tripe.
Well, PD, yeah, it goes without saying it was, as I said, like a second-hand central heating system. There are more leaks than that in it, and he's got to be questioned being a former defender. The training method, the drills defensive drills he does, they've got to be questioned.
Oh yeah.
I think the only drills they have on the training ground probably Black and Decker and what training drills, isn't it? And you would have thought he'd have some sort of structure to what he would like to do with working with the defense and doing different drills, etc. Okay, they might not be the fastest, but you factor that in and you try and get them playing their position, because modern football management. I don't know. Have any of you guys read Champions League Dreams by Rafa? It's an book he wrote. It's a book I had, and I read it cover to cover, and it talked through when he won the Champions League with Liverpool, etc. Yeah, and the stuff it was almost like bloody mad scientist stuff. What he was doing with the players in terms of he probably said he collected library loads of information on opponents and things and analysed. You've got to know the game, etc. As a manager, but as a manager now, you've almost got to be like a scientist, analyst. Break things down, and that's another thing that's not happening here. It's definitely not happening here. It's not a case of just throwing the ball and say, "Have a kick about, lads." You've got to analyse your strengths and weaknesses on your opponent, analyse your strengths and weaknesses, find how you can, how you make the best use of what you got.
What do you think of that? Bruce's words, apparently.
We trained all week and dry there. What a load of tosh.
It's like Formula One, isn't it? You decide whether you want the wet tyres or you want the dry tyres.
What a load of rubbish. We hadn't prepared for rain. It's when you go out in the car, you don't say, "Oh, by the way, I'll not drive today because I've never really driven in rain." You go out, you got to drive. It's as simple as that, Hey, what a lad!
I haven't driven in Halloween. I don't know what to do.
It's scary. But yeah, it's Go on, sorry.
Guess what, Peter? I'm at work on Monday night, so I'm missing.
Oh.
So it might be a bit of a cleaner show this week. You might be able to talk about football at some stage. I don't know.
Oh, there'll be other comments coming in.
I'll be back on Bank Holiday Monday for it, so I'm off.
Right.
So
sorry.
I'm just pissed. I'm just annoyed. Paul didn't ask us to come on one night for a special when Barry's bottled it at work. So
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how he's getting on. Does he do you know?
It's Martin there from Loaded HQ.
Oh, the Shawshank Warden.
The what?
Shawshank Warden.
No. Shawshank Warden.
Yeah, he looks like the one off Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
he does. I swear down, he does.
Put a picture up. I remember watching the show. Is that the really mean-looking one? You mean the one who?
Wait, the one that shoots himself and that shoots himself.
Oh, you'd have to show us a picture of it.
Peter, you'll have to get a photo because I can't get one at the moment.
All right, I'll have to find one.
Can't remember his name.
Sure. I remember watching that. Is it the one where the main character sorts out his taxis for him?
Yeah. Where the sisters want him, yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember now. Great film, that. I mean,
it's got Morgan Freeman's in it as well.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman, Tim Robbins. Morgan Freeman keeps going for parole, but doesn't get it until the end of the film. Yeah. Great prison movie. That absolutely great.
Like Ronnie Corbett.
Looks like Ronnie Corbett.
I keep saying to him on Twitter, like every time I tweet him, I keep putting a gif of the one off Shawshank, like every time I message him, like and speak to him.
Is that to
Just-
Martin?
Every time I keep saying when's your show's on and stuff, because I think they do. Is it Friday and Wednesdays or Wednesdays and Fridays, whatever way you want to see it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, they do one on Monday as well for the fantasy football. I'm sure they do one on Monday.
Yeah, well, they do at the same time as the Four Horsemen, so I have to stay loyal to the Four Horsemen that night, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, not unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, Ronnie Corbett looks like Ronnie Corbett.
I was going to say after the Southampton game, is it an international break?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought so. That's fucking going to be a blessed relief for us. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch more. I can't wait to watch 5-3-2 again with England, like I've been watching with my club for the past 3 fucking years.
When you look like John Major.
I didn't like it.
Oh, God. It must be World Cup qualifier time, must it? Obviously.
Yeah,
I think so.
Happening next summer.
I think it's
isn't it?
already midway through. Yeah, midway through.
Yeah, midway through.
Or what, the Corrupt Cup, you mean? The Corrupt Cup. It's not the World Cup, it's the Corrupt Cup, because that's all it is. That's why it's in Qatar.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything's
yeah.
corrupt these days, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they whether we like it or not, the Qataris running the game now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they can see oil revenues will dry up as soon as everybody goes electric. So they'll say, "Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll try and make our quids out of football now." And
So it's going to be like the Korea and the South Africa World Cup, isn't it? Though it's going to be so hot over there that we're going to be stopping like every 20 minutes to have water in.
That's why they're having to play it in November, December, because it's the coolest time of the year, and it's still going to be 20 or 30 degrees.
Yeah. Well.
I lived over in near the Middle East. Yeah. For a while, so it is quite hot. Yeah.
The thing is, I can just say our players really struggling over there, and that means because we're not used to it.
Yeah. Well, did you know? I don't know. You might know this. You know the 2014 World Cup, Germany built a training complex in Brazil to get
I heard about that.
Because I think all of us used to think that Southern Hemisphere, there's no chance of a European nation winning it. I think all of us must have thought that before the tournament started, that it's going to be a Brazil or an Argentina. But Germany trained there to get themselves acclimatized. I don't know why this bloody FA haven't learned the lesson and think, well, why don't we do that? Get our players a bit, send them over there.
They could have something this side of the country, this side of England built for them to do that, or so it could go every time, like the build up the qualifiers when they have like the 2 games in the week that can go there for the week and train in that heat for the week.
Yeah, exactly, to condition, because obviously it's like when you think about like the marathon, when the Olympics are saying somewhere like Mexico or somewhere like that, athletes go for altitude training, don't they? Anyway? Yeah. So why don't
Mo Farah does it, doesn't he? For his running, he does altitude training, so he's used to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know when we played in the '86 World Cup, which will be a bit before a lot of people's time here, I do apologize.
4 years before me.
Yeah,
2 years before me.
Yeah, well, I was 14 at the time. I think I've given the age. But I remember Bobby Robson took England over to play some friendly matches in the heat to get the team acclimatized. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you can't acclimatize to a certain within a month of it. It's a gradual process, isn't it? It's not going to happen in a couple, 4 weeks or whatever. So it's
Janelle, did you say '86 World Cup?
Yeah.
Because it was in
21
Mexico.
years before me.
Huh?
21 years.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, God.
The question at the end of this transmission is, how old is Dom?
How old is everybody? Go from high to low.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, that was me racing. A bit too loud.
Oh, all right. I was going to say, have we got interference?
No.
You're right.
I just didn't realize I had it on full fucking pelt when I turned it on. That's all.
Yeah.
Just found out. Steve Bruce is listening in.
No, I thought it was the Afghan Taliban that just hacked into YouTube. but yeah. Apologies to anybody from Afghanistan watching, but you know, if they are, but yeah, fair enough. Anyway, I can get away with that because, but obviously others might not. But never mind.
And now I've been cancelled.
That was the end of the football show forever. Thank you, folks. Find out tomorrow. Jason's been kicked off YouTube.
No. It's on a serious note. It's sad. It's sad what's happening out there. You do feel for them people, you know, with families and all that. So, you know, all joking aside, it's terrible. When you see that, you realize how lucky you are. You know, I mean, we're talking about a football match. Yeah, that pales into insignificance when you see what's happening with them guys.
Right.
You know?
I never thought I would say anything like that in my lifetime. Jesus.
Yeah. Even me. Well, I have seen things like that on the news now, but obviously first time. But seen famine. Haven't seen Ethiopian famines and all that. I mean, you know, it's always when you see stuff like that. That's one thing you need to go to bed at night and think how lucky you are. You ain't got to face anything like that. You know.
Peter, where's the tactic sheet? I'm still waiting for it to be ripped up, mind. I've waited 90 minutes away. I'm waiting for it. Jason, I'm waiting for you to rip Bruce out as well, or Bruce in up.
Yeah. Jason's got
Keep that one full. Keep that one up.
Yeah.
He's got to do a new one.
He's doing it in a different colour pen, I think.
What's it? Oh, I'm trying to think what Annie's writing here.
100% Bruce in. Kiss, kiss.
I love you, Brucey baby. I love you, Brucey baby.
It's probably in pink pen.
It's one of those glitter pens so it glows in the dark.
Yeah. He's going to shine a light on it. And,
I love you, baby Bruce. Come to Bristol City and save our bacon.
The bacon's a lot tastier.
Oh god!
Put brown sauce over my bacon, baby.
Whoa!
I can't even see it. I can't see it.
Well, have you wrote that in invisible ink or something?
Has he got one of them invisible pens where you write it on?
So it can glow.
He ran out.
You got ultraviolet light there, Annie. Still can't see it. I still can't see it.
Annie, just read it out.
Just read it out, Annie.
Hold it against the light.
Who've bought a ASM and Wilson and effing pray, lads, for Bruce in.
Oh dear.
We can't change him, can we? We can't change him, unfortunately.
No.
He's really one of us. He's got the shirt.
Yeah.
With a West Ham sticker in the background.
West Ham sticker on the background,
That's his kid brother's bedroom. That's why we'll let them off.
That's the excuse.
Can you move the curtain a bit? I think I saw an Aston Villa sticker there and all a bit as well.
I can see a Burnley one in the Southampton one as well.
There's a Burnley one in the Southampton, yeah. Why are all our opponents on your wall?
Yeah.
Hey, God.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, are you going to do one midweek after the Burnley game or not? Or are you just going to do this on weekends for the matches?
Oh, I think I might just do it for the league matches because it's not really we're going to be in the cups long, are we?
Yeah.
No, we're not even long enough to talk about it.
Yeah. It'll only be 10 seconds. It'll only be 10 seconds if you do a cup final special, a cup match special. 10 seconds, right? We're out. We're good enough. Bye.
It's pretty much it. So, guys, what do you think of the cup? We're out. Okay, see you next time.
Bye.
We're out before we've been kicked off, mate.
Or
Pretty much.
In this cup's case, it'll be, oh, well, never mind. There's always the FA Cup. Oh, but.
Well, I know we won't be playing Bristol City if we get through, will we?
I was hoping we would have got Forest Green Rovers.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a massive game for us. Like, they would be a fantastic club with fantastic fans and a fantastic manager, and we'd have to roll the sleeves up. I mean, COVID's hit we're hard in pre-season again, but we can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, my players are shit, but we'll roll the sleeves up. We've got about 20 injury doubts.
I'm going to do it my way.
The gloves are off.
Yeah.
That was the funniest load of shit I've ever heard because the gloves were off and he still got them fucking on, I think.
He didn't realise how much stick he would have got when he said, I'm going to do it my way from now on. Yeah. After, 18 months in charge? Like, what have you just done?
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking on that cup, are we going to go through or are we going to be out in this cup?
I think we're going to be out.
Yeah.
I mean, who really cares about the cup?
You're already out. You don't count.
No. I think we'll go out.
Yeah. Well, especially if we play like we played today, then I think we can say the only cup we can look forward to is the cup of tea that they're going to have in the changing room at a full time. That's the only.
Although is the tea lady not on furlough as well still, so they might have to make it themselves.
Might be Charlie making it for them. You're 300 quid an hour,
Oh God, that fucking twat.
Yeah, I'm going to the Burnley game.
I feel sorry for you.
Peter, have you got the Premier League badges on the way top as well?
Hmm?
Have you got the Premier League badges on that one as well?
I've got on the home one.
You fucking traitor! You Judas!
I already had it on, so. Wow.
Oh, Judas is really hitting home here tonight, mind. How dare you?
Are we ever going to see a third away kit, or are we just going to be stuck with these two?
Oh, there should be a third away kit, but if it's that minty green one.
You look like what? Well, like Pacer mint. Well, you end up looking like a Pacer mint if you're wearing it. Minty green.
Yeah.
I thought that was the goalkeeper one, mate.
Well, because a friend of mine, Freddie Wilman, was wearing like a green one today.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll wait and see, I suppose.
But these third kits, don't you think they're a big bloody con at the end of the day? I mean, you hardly see them worn in any matches. I mean, whatever this season's third away kit's going to be, come next season, there's a new third away kit will come out.
I think they should have won the away one in the Norwich game, the friendly game, to promote it, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Why they didn't do it, I don't know. But yeah, they wore it today, and I don't know how many more times they'll wear it this season, because I think we're quite capable of wearing a black and white shirt for most of the games.
No, exactly. Yeah. No one else has a similar design or similar colours.
Yeah, only when we play Southampton down there, then we got to change because obviously they've got.
Well, yeah, they're the red and white.
Probably Brentford as well, and that's it.
Brentford, yeah, good, yeah.
True.
So, two out of the 19 teams, so 18, sorry, well 19. But yeah, that's it. But it just might going back to my point on this third kit, right? Do you really need a third kit? I think it's money making.
Well, it is, yeah. Just playing vests and t-shirt. I mean, we'll not turn up anyway, so it makes no difference what we're fucking playing. I mean, I remember when I was at fucking school and I did PE and fucking vest and kegs. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, they want to give us £70 for a fucking shirt.
Well,
165 quid for a freaking hoodie as well.
No, I'm not getting it.
No, I'm not.
Oh, them hoodies are 100 odd
Oh,
quid.
Peter, I'll be getting it. The traitor, you'll be getting it.
I'll be getting the hoodie. I don't know, 100 odd
Take
quid.
the camera to your wardrobe. Let's see this hoodie.
Yeah, I'd expect 165 quid for a hoodie. I'd expect a free gold watch with it for that price.
I see. Oh, John's going to the Southampton game, isn't he, John Sinclair? Because he's up, isn't he, next weekend?
He's umming and ahhing whether he wants to or not.
No.
You got your season ticket. You might as well just do it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I've got my season ticket, so
He's going to have to literally do live streams of him, like, being out at the ground. Like, I'm at St. James's and I'm going to do a live stream online of me watching the match, and I'll tell you what's happening.
I'm waiting outside my Joe Linton banner.
Right.
Waiting for him.
I'm waiting outside. I need me Joe Linton thong signed.
I got my thongs to throw it in from the dungeon.
Oh, God. Just imagine when Joe Linton comes on against Southampton, there's thongs being thrown on the pitch, there's bras, Johns.
Joe Linton's just been knocked out by some anal beads.
Oh, there's a flying dildo.
oh my God.
It's landed in his arse.
Well, at least what about Nietzsche, who was on my show nearly bollock naked?
Like I said, I didn't know I was still live, but that's the excuse of why I wouldn't have done
The
it.
thing is, why did you take your phone into the toilet with you?
The worst thing about it though is that when it froze, he was looking down the camera.
Well, why did I take it? I put it there because I usually put it in my pocket. Well, I hadn't any pockets in my shorts, did I? Otherwise, I would have put it in the pocket of my shorts if I had pockets. I don't have any pockets to put them in.
Holy shit.
Oh. Someone should take a John loves Joe Linton sign for the next home game. Wouldn't surprise.
Yeah, I think Peter and Paul should do one, like a massive John loves Joe Linton sign and just stand there behind the ground doing it.
Does anyone know where John's actually sitting? Where he's been seated?
I'm not too
On Joe
sure.
Linton's face.
Oh God.
That.
That's where he's been. I bet it's a nice smug fit sitting on that face.
What's he wrote now?
Oh.
Oh, John loves Joe Linton. Oh,
You'll have to send it to him, Annie.
Well, John, the love of your life has sent you a letter, mate. I think you need to pick it up from the postbox.
Hey, just imagine like John getting a voice call off Joe Linton, like on his phone. Hey John, it's Joe Linton here, baby. I thank you for the support over the years, man. I really love you. I love you too, baby. Just imagine. I can't wait to see you on Saturday after the game. I'll do my best for you. You're my hero.
You can have a private interview.
Yeah, for free. Like you can just imagine like the Enrique Iglesias song played to I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. Just imagine you can just imagine them two on the video being like Enrique Iglesias and what's the other one called? The last call again. Don't know how I forget her name. What's her name? Yeah, I was going to say something which I shouldn't have said, but
Yeah, no.
what's her name? She's on the Ghost Whisperer and shit. I don't know her name, but she's fit. So
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
yeah, that's her. You can just imagine John and Joe Linton on the video, instead of them two. Like Joe Linton comes out with his full Newcastle kit, and John's just going.
With his massive bottle of iron brew that he keeps at the end of
Where's that come from? He's gone for like every time I see his stream, he's got a 2-litre bottle of pop with him.
He's still drinking it.
It's like he's got the streams from last week. He had Iron Brew. The week before it was Schweppes lemonade. The week before that was like a 2-litre bottle of pop, water. I'm thinking, what next?
He necks him like no one's business.
Oh, he necks them like he necks on with Joe Linton. It's ridiculous. There's no stopping him. I can kiss away the pain, and I can stand by you forever. I think we should get Paul to sing it, you know. We should get Paul to sing I Can Be Your Hero Baby for John and Joe Linton.
Could sing it at their wedding.
Oh, I think he's already booked as a singer, isn't he?
Oh, God.
And I can stand by you forever. At the end of the video, like how Enrique Iglesias is getting beaten up by the guy, like Joe Linton's getting his transfer request away from Newcastle, and John just breaks down in tears. He's like, "No, he can't leave us, man. I love you, Joe."
Well, it'd be fine if he moves to Italy because John's all about the Italy.
Oh,
John's
you
actually
fucking might
just
over him even more in Italy.
Oh, God.
I bet his mum's still locked away in the basement, still fighting.
John's singing "Wind Beneath My Wings."
He's singing what?
Wind Beneath My Wings. Oh, God.
Like you can see them, like I said, with that scene off Ghost where they're making the plant pot. They're making the pots, and like John's sitting there because Joe Linton's left. Then all of a sudden, Joe Linton's arms come behind him, and then his head appears like to the side. He's going,
Just like the.
"Oh, my love, my darling." Oh, you just imagine, can't you? Them sitting there and like just like with these top on in a pair of jeans, just making the like pots.
They won't be making a pot. They'll be crafting a new dildo.
When you see Joe Linton's hand reach down to John's pants and reach in his pants.
Whilst he's wearing his Union Jack shorts.
Yeah. Like Joe Linton's like, "Well, that's a massive pot there, John. Oh, it's going to get bigger, baby." That's a strange plot, John. Why is there white stuff coming at the end of it? And then John's done. He's like, you know, when he goes, "Yeah!" Like when he does that.
Oh my word!
Chippers, I'm 14.
Hi, Jimmers.
Well, I've done a better job than your teachers teaching you about sex education, haven't I?
You're going to learn about it someday, about the birds and the bees.
Annie, you can't say that about me. You still watch the Four Horsemen until 10 o'clock, and there's worse comments than that on. I mean, you get Thomas talking about diarrhea. Diarrhea pizzas.
Oh,
And I
God.
can stand by you forever.
Apparently, Forest are going to sack Chris Hughton.
Oh, that's fucking wrong.
Oh.
I liked Chris Hughton when he was here. I really.
I call him Barack Obama because he looked like him.
Oh,
He actually does. Look at the picture of him. Look at the picture of the two of them.
Jesus. How can you say that about Chris Hughton?
You're dirty.
He's the spitting double of Barack Obama. He's the spitting double of him.
Wow.
I'm still alive.
He was poorly treated. Poorly treated. You
Not
should
the
have
only
stayed.
one, mate. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
I think I'll do a level 7 and just lie here. Pay me for Jeff.
Pete's been doing it all night.
Oh, I bet he's been sitting on a few knobbly bobblies.
Oh, that time when he came on my watch along for the Germany
Oh,
game.
God.
Was having a
I couldn't believe I missed that.
He literally had the freezer right next to him. Get up, go get another one out.
He's got a fucking freezer
Another
in
one.
his bedroom.
It's the-
Well,
Oh,
This is
God.
the way Paul just raged at him.
I just found it hilarious because one minute he's sucking on a knobbly bobby, the next minute he pulls a fucking tub of flaker in there. You are thinking, what's going on? I mean, I wish I had a freezer in my fucking bedroom. I could save us going downstairs.
I wouldn't mind a mini fridge, but just have it with full of beer, stuff like that.
Well, I'd have mine full of Lucozade, of course.
Oh,
Yeah. The rest of your 24 cans that you got.
I've still got 4 left.
Oh my God.
Aye, I've done quite well, to be honest, to make them last. Jesus, I look like I've got a fucking suntan on this. must be the light. It's because I've got the AFL highlights on telly.
Go from Barack Obama to Donald Trump in 11 years.
oh my God.
So, may as well have. I deal with a Patreon mob, but instead I have stayed in for the night. Wish he bloody what? Oh, we are. Oh, God. That's horrible, man. That's horrible.
Okay, I'm gonna be off
Hungry.
this.
Yeah, I'm going to end it now as well anyway. Nothing more to say. So, cup game, we saying out or in?
Oh,
I'm saying out.
We're already out. So.
Wow. Draw, but if we're
you just done a John moment there where you go, wow. That's what John does. All the time he goes, wow. I mean,
and I think we'll be you then.
Newcastle versus Burnley. Wow.
aye, that's what John does. He goes, wow. I mean, like out of nothing, he just goes, wow. I think, oh, God.
And then Southampton continuing our bad run, or are we actually going to get something?
I wouldn't be surprised if we got beat. Because it's the game we'll all look at and think, ooh, there's the 3 points, but every time we do that, we'll get beat.
I think Southampton are really going to struggle this season as well. So
I think they are, but I think Armstrong will probably score against us.
possibly, and I'm surprised Ward-Pro signed a new contract with them.
It's the same thing that happened with Jack Grealish. He signed a 5-year contract last summer, didn't
They
he?
could still go.
Yeah, it'll be to get a good fee for when they sell them. It's like with St. Maximum, that's all they sign a new contract for, so we get a massive fee for them. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Where is level 7 David? Because I thought he'd be all hour this like a fly and shit. Come on, with
He's
these
been on
John's
John's shows there recently.
Oh, he's been rimming John out, right?
Yeah, he was on John's after the game.
Well, did John do one today? Did he?
Yeah.
He did
He done the watch along. Yeah.
Oh, was he doing the watch along with John? And was Paul on it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite a hard watch along when it's not on the telly.
Oh, we all found links, so he's to watch.
God, was he sitting there with his tub of ice cream? Was he?
Even though John kept getting the web address wrong.
He was probably putting Pornhub in or something instead. And was like, oh shit, wrong one.
He kept saying he goes me, which actually it was just he goals. There was no me in the link at all.
Oh, I bet he does. Aye. Like you said the other day, I bet he doesn't know.
Oh, cool. It's been fun, guys. It's been fun.
Right. Same time next Saturday, because I finish at 6 on Saturday.
We playing Saturday or we playing Sunday?
Aye, Saturday, 3 o'clock, isn't it?
Saturday. Oh, it'll be Saturday
Well,
then.
Same
Cool,
bat
cool.
time, same bat channel.
Exactly. If it ain't cancelled already.
Right. If Peter hasn't got a kick off like these dirty comments, hopefully Paul pops on next Saturday as well. It'll be a laugh if Paul pops on.
Yes, got to try and get Paul on. Got to try and get it.
I don't think he was going to come on the day because I saw his tweets after the game and he looked absolutely raging. I'm dreading to see how raging he's going to be on his like full-time rant video that he does.
He's doing that tomorrow, I think he said, because he had plans for tonight, so he couldn't do anything tonight after the game.
I'm at work tomorrow, like, so as soon as I get in from work at 4 o'clock, I'm going to look and think, like, Paul just, like, a Gordon Ramsay rant. That's all I'm going to think of saying. Literally, like, what the fucking hell was this? What the fuck was that? That's what I'm going to expect.
Pretty much what you're gonna see.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Right. We'll win now, though.
Yeah. I think we're best before it goes out of hand.
All your links are down below, so go sub and everything and all that. So cheers for coming on, guys. Been
Good
fun.
night, everyone.
there you go.
Catch you later.
See you.
See ya. So yeah, guys, that was it. It kind of went off topic. We had a good old Jerry Springer moment there with Chippers and Annie going off in one to each other. Not to each other, but yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, Stephen, thanks for coming on. Daniel, thanks for coming on. Pete, Annie, Chippers, as always, great seeing you again. Stephen, PD, Proudlock, and Annie, your blue chip links are in the description, so by all means, people can go and sub to them as well. Also, sub to me, obviously, for just great content like this. And I will catch you. I might do a video for the cup game, so keep your eyes out for that. But until then, take care, guys. I'll see you later.